Hello everyone, welcome back. I just got a news flash in my feed that the Army has dropped their requirement that new recruits have either a high school diploma or a GED in order to enlist. So it seems to me like the government is looking for a few good fools, okay? So if you're in that 18 to 21-year-old category, okay, please keep in mind that the government won't let you buy and drink alcohol. They won't allow you to purchase a pistol. In most states, they won't allow you. In some states, they won't allow you to purchase it, but you can build it currently. You won't be able to do it after August. Currently, you can build it, but they still won't let you carry it to protect yourself. Okay. Um, you are allowed to buy a rifle, but they've been trying very hard to take away that your right to buy a rifle. And what they did is they just passed a law so that if you're in that 18 to 21 category, you have to go through an enhanced background check in order to buy a rifle. So what it comes down to is that the government has no respect for you. Okay, so don't be a fool. Now, don't take this as a disrespect for people who have already served. Okay, I know many people that served. They have trained me. A lot of stuff that I talk about in this channel, I have learned from people who have served. Now, as somebody who has had lots of contact and done training with people who have been enlisted, who are combat veterans, I can tell you that the vast majority, like probably like 90 to 95% of all the people that I have had contact with who have trained me, have all been, pretty dissatisfied with their decision to join the military. Okay, nobody came out the way they went in or came out with the benefits that they thought that they were going to get. So none of them, almost none of them, are happy with that decision. A lot of them are proud of it. They're like, yeah, I served the military, but most of them, like, when I press it, hey, would you do it again? Most of them are like, no. And even the ones that say they would do it again because quite frankly, a lot of people do enjoy that, right? But when I ask them, would you have your kids do that? And they would say, no, absolutely not. Okay, so that's the experience that I have had. Now, I'll also tell you guys this. Um, as I've mentioned before in other videos, I'm basically a semi-retired accountant. Okay, so in my prior life, I was a chief. My last position was a chief financial officer for an import-export company. It wasn't a very large company. Okay, so it was small enough that I kind of got involved with everything, including the firing and the hiring. All right, and the interesting thing is, I would have a lot of guys that would like give that 2-week notice, and they would say that they're going into the military. Okay, and then I would have people coming in to fill those same positions, like in the shipping department, usually, right? Or, in shipping or picking or packing. I would have people coming in to fill those same positions that just came out of the military. Okay, so people were leaving these positions to go into the military, and then people were coming out of the military to fill those same positions. Basically, they did. The bottom line is that for the vast majority of people, they did not advance as a result of going into the military. Okay, they did not get ahead. Now, some people do. There are exceptions to this, but the vast majority of people that I have experienced, I have talked with, and I talked to lots of people, I meet lots of people at gun ranges, the vast majority will tell me that they did not advance as a result of going in the military. Some people are extremely disappointed. Some people came out injured, crippled, whatever. A few people came out and said, yeah, they had a great time, but they would do it again, but they wouldn't want their kids to do it. Okay, so take it for what it's worth. That's the information I'm giving you guys. I can't give you guys personal information because I never did that, and I would never do that if I was to. If this country was being invaded, I would only defend this country in a militia of free people, never enlisted or under contract with the government. Okay, only in a free militia. That's the only way I would defend this country. So anyway, that's the news. It just came up in my feeds, and it was like, actually gave me a good chuckle. It's like, I guess nobody wants to serve under this potato in chief. All right, you know, they're all looking at Biden. And they're like, you know, they don't. I guess nobody wants to put their lives in his hands, and they wouldn't be doing that anyway because he's just a puppet. You know, there's other people behind him pulling his strings, and you know who's pulling his strings. You know, who's really in charge. I don't know. You know, so you know, it's not surprising that the recruitment quotas have dropped, and I think you're going to keep seeing them go lower and lower. And I expect that this will continue even after Biden is gone, regardless of who the president is, because you know people have seen that. Hey, I mean, look what happened in Iraq and Afghanistan. Now, personally, I was a big supporter of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. I mean, you know, and the reason was, I mean, I understand that Saddam Hussein was not the one that planned September 11th, but he was the guy that was laughing the loudest, okay? And yeah, that guy needed to be punched in the nose for that, okay? You know, so for that reason, you know, I supported the wars in Iraq and in Afghanistan. In hindsight, I don't, and the reason is not because those people over there that were laughing didn't deserve to get punched in the nose like that, but the reason is because it gave more power to people here in the United States that should not have that power. Okay, so it gave more power to the wrong people in this country. So in hindsight, that is why I have now become anti-war. Okay, you know, you show me, you know, yeah, there's Hitler, there's Stalin, you know, there's Mao. Okay, all these, you know, people that committed genocide. You know, let's say they come back to life. Should we go fight them and remove them from office? Yeah, those are bad people. We probably should get, you know, we should probably, you know, get them out of power. But who is that going to give more power to in this country, right? Because it seems to me it's like, you know, we remove dictators from around the world, but we get bigger dictators here in the United States. So this is the reason why I have become, you know, pretty much anti-war, okay? Because it gives power to the wrong people in this country. You know, so in my opinion, you don't have to agree with it. You know, in fact, I invite you guys not to agree with it. You post in the comments why you don't agree with it. Give me your opinions. Again, nothing against military people. I have, you know, I've several friends that are military people. I've trained. I've learned a lot of stuff from military people. But you don't want that clown Biden to be your boss, okay? So thanks for watching. If you're not a member of the channel, subscribe. I'll talk to you all soon.